Hello, today I am going to show you how to start a revalidation in Vermont Medicaid's provider management module. So if you're watching this, you have already been notified that you are due for revalidation. And what you've probably already received is your 90-day notification information. So the first thing that you're going to get when it's 90 days prior to your revalidation due date is a notification letting you know your application tracking number and what service location is due for revalidation. So what you'll see here is this is an email notification that I received, and the reason I received it via email is because that is listed as my preferred method of communication. If your preferred method of communication is listed as mail, you're going to get this same notification on paper in the mail. If you have questions about how you are set up for your preferred communication method, make sure that you are logging into the provider management module provider portal to update that information. If you're not sure where to go for that, you can definitely reach out to the enrollment department and they will be able to help you out with that information. So you'll notice here on my notification, the first thing that I want to point out is my application tracking number. So this is the application tracking number that is unique to my revalidation. When you are due for revalidation, an application is created from the information that we already have in the system. So we pre-populate an application for you, we create it so that you can go in, verify the information, and make changes as needed. So here is listed my tracking number. So I'm going to want to make sure I jot that down because I need to be able to use that to get into my revalidation and access it. The other thing I want to hone in here on this first notification is it's going to give me my termination date. So if I don't revalidate by 12/20/2021, the system is automatically going to terminate my service location. And then it will give you the service location ID that this revalidation application is aligned with. So if you're a group and you have multiple service location IDs, you're going to have to revalidate those individually. So you want to make sure that you are sure of which service location ID you're pointing at for this specific revalidation. The next notification you're going to get at 90 days is going to include your password information. So these two notifications are sent separately. And again, I got mine by email because that's my preferred communication method. So again, on this notification, what I really want to take note of here is my password, my temporary password is going to be listed here kind of towards the middle of the page. So I want to make sure that I am jotting that down in order to get into my revalidation. And then just below the password is going to be some instructions because before we're able to get into our revalidation, we do have to take the application tracking number and this temporary password and create a new password. That's what's going to get us into our revalidation. So make sure that you are reading over the notification and following the instructions that are listed on this page. And this is what I am going to show you how to do today. So once you've got your application tracking number from your first notification and your service location ID for what the application correlates to, and along with that, your temporary password, you're now ready to start your revalidation. So I'm going to navigate over to the homepage of the provider management module, and the link to this homepage is in the first notification. So if you're not familiar with the module yet or where to go for that, take a look at that first initial notification that has your application tracking number, and it will be listed the URL to access the homepage of the module. So once you're here, you're going to first click on the menu button that's located in the top left-hand side of the screen. Under that, you're going to hover over provider enrollment, and we're going to hold off clicking resume revalidate enrollment for now because before we can do that, we have to go and manage our password. So I'm going to come down first and I'm going to click the manage password tab. And that's going to bring up a new screen for me. And what it's going to be asking me for is the application tracking number that was on my first notification, the existing password, which is the temporary password for my second notification, and then I need to create a new password. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in that information as it was noted within my notifications. And I will get my number here. Okay, so now I need to create a new password. So I'm going to go ahead and just enter in a password that I am going to use moving forward to access this application. Once you've entered in all of that information, you can click the Submit button that's on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Once that processes, you're going to get a box here that tells you that your password was successfully reset. So you can hit OK. So now that we've reset our password, we're now able to go in and actually access our revalidation application. So I'm going to go back up to the top, hit Menu again, hover over Provider Enrollment, and this time we're going to click Resume Revalidate Enrollment. And that is going to bring us up a new screen. And so now you see all we're looking for here is your application tracking number and the new password that you just created. So don't use the password here that is listed on your second notification. That was your temporary password, and we just went in and we changed that. So you want to put in the password that you just created in the Manage Password section. Once you enter your tracking number and password, you can click Resume. And this is going to launch you into your pre-populated revalidation application, and you are ready to start going through page by page, reviewing the information, and making updates as needed. If you have any questions or need any more help on accessing your revalidation application, please feel free to reach out to the Vermont Provider Help Desk at Gainwell Technologies. Have a great day.